Greetings, salutations. It's your boy, Sketch the Go, back with another video. Today, I'm do one of the things I said I was going to do on this channel. Well, I said in my Bible, I said regardless. And that is read the Bible to y'all. Now, I have to clarify this. I try my best to read my Bible. Because, fun fact, a little interesting fact actually, I never always had a Bible. So I didn't really, have a Bible for real. So I'm still getting used to reading it, but that doesn't mean I'm trying to be less of a Christian. I'm trying to be the greatest child God I can be. To show him that I care for God. But for everybody that's wondering, here's the version I'm reading. I'm reading the y'all can't actually actually I can yes I am in my bed. I'm reading this version of my Bible. So I'll see what that is. This is the version I'm reading. Can I mess it up? No? Okay, well that's that. I was trying to show you, but I'm reading this. It's a combination of the Old Testament and New Testament. So yeah, I'm just reading it to y'all because happy Sunday, happy freaking Sunday. Hope everybody's doing blessed. Hope everybody is doing well. May God shield and watch over all of you. For God always loves all of his children. But anyways, like I was saying, yeah, I'm just about to read this to y'all. So yeah. And like I said, yes, I am in my bed. If anyone wonder, I am in my bed. This is a comfortable spot for me when I'm reading all this stuff. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Let's get some reading on. So just to let y'all know, before I started even doing these things, doing my Bible readings, I already have went past a couple chapters, so but I'm starting on another new chapter. So yeah, so I am on Genesis 67, page 12. Okay. He had made man on the earth, and it. Hold up, I think I already read this one. Yeah, I already read this one. Okay, I already read this. All right. Okay, no. Correction. I'm on Genesis 7:22, page 14. Okay, here we go. Thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man, all in whose nostrils was nostrils was the breath of life, of all that was in the dry land died, and every living substance was destroyed, which was upon the face of the ground, both man and cattle, and the creeping things, and the fowl of the heaven, and they were destroyed from the earth, and Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark, and the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. The flood ends. And God remembered Noah and every living thing and all the cattle thing. All the cattle that was with him in the ark. And God made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters I'm sorry. There are certain words that I also try to pronounce with spots. Please bear with me as well. Sucked the fountains also waters returned from off the earth continually. And after the end of the 150 days, the waters were abated, and the ark rested in the seventh month on the 17th day of the month upon the mountains of Ararat. Yeah, and the waters decreased contain continuously, until the 10th month. In the 10th month, on the first day of the month, were the tops of the mountains seen. And it came to pass at the end of 40 days that Noah opened the window of the ark which he had made. Mm. And he sent forth a raven, which went forth to and fro until the waters were dried up from off the earth. Also, he sent forth dove, dove, a dove from him to see if the waters were from off the face of the ground. But the dove found no rest for the sole of her foot. She returned unto him into the ark, the ark, for the waters were on the face of the whole earth. Then he put forth his hand and took her and pulled her in unto him into the ark, and he stayed yet other 7 days. And again he sent forth the dove of, of the ark. And the dove came into him and the evening and the law, low, that's LO, so I'm just going past it. And her month was an olive leaf plucked off. So no one knew that the waters were abated from off the earth. And he stayed yet other 7 days and sent forth the dove, which returned not again unto him any more. And it came to pass in the 601st year, in the first month, the first day of the month, the waters were dried up from off the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark and looked, and behold, the face of the ground was dry. And in the second month, on the 20th day of the month, on the second month, on the 27th day of the month, was the earth dried. And God spake unto Noah, saying, Go forth of the ark, thou, and the wife, and thy sons' wives with thee. Bring forth thee every living thing that is with thee, of all flesh, both of fowl and of cattle, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, that they may breed abundantly fruitful and multiply upon the earth. And from Noah went forth, and his son and wives, so his sons and his wife and his sons' wives, every beast, every creeping thing that ever found, every whatsoever creepeth upon the earth after their kinds, went forth out of these ark, and Noah builded an altar unto the Lord, and off, took off every clean beast and every clean fowl, and offer burnt offerings on the altar. Page 15, Genesis 9:15. And the Lord smelled, and the Lord smelled a sweet savour, and the Lord said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground anymore. For man's sake, for the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth, neither will I again smite any more everything living as I have done, while the earth remains seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, in summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. Noah had no it covenants. I might have messed that up, but it's all good. I'm sorry. All right. And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, be fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes the sea. Unto your hand are they delivered. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meant for you, even as the green herb have I given you all things, but flesh with the life therefore thereof. Thereof, thereof which is the blood of thereof, shall ye not eat, and surely your blood of your lives will I require. At the hand of every beast will I require it, and at the hand of man, at the hand of every man's brother will I require the life of man, who sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of God made he man, and you be fruitful and multiply, bring forth abundantly in the earth, and multiply therein. And God spake unto Noah and his sons with him into his sons with him, saying, and I behold establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, and with every living creature. to every beast of the earth, and I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood, neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. And God said, "This is the token of the covenant which I make between me, you, and every living creature that is with you for for perpetual." Ooh. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Mm, I think it's perpetual. I'm not sure. Generations, I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of covenants between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass when I bring a cloud over the earth that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. Just excuse me, I'm reading something else real quick. It's just something underneath all of it. Okay, yeah. So that was everything now for the Bible. And if you want to get like a copy of this, my best advice to you, by the way, is somebody gave this to me, so somebody that I care about very much gave this to me. But I can say, like I said, this is the King James version with the Old Testament, New Testament. So yeah, keep myself with the knowledge of God within this very Bible right here. Here's everything. So yeah, I want to know, what did y'all think of that? Did y'all, first of all, let me actually rephrase it. What did y'all get out of all that? Let me know in the comments. Because like I said, y'all, this is my first time getting a Bible, but that doesn't mean I can't try to understand a bit of what the Bible is. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, God's word is important. That's what's most important. Remember that, y'all. Because like I said, y'all, I had a realization. And there was some mistakes I used to have back in a couple times. Like, I would always say, oh, I want to be a great Christian and everything, but I do the one thing that most, but I was doing the one thing that most fake Christians have a habit of doing. Talking about people when they're not present. Mind you, it would be if that person was just really, if I really just didn't like that person. But I looked at it, but as I look back, I'm like, first of all, we all human. We're all God's children, so why talk about each other? And at the end of the day, what you really need to be talking about is God. And I mean in the most positive way you can. Because if you're not talking about God, what important is it to talk about? Just saying. We're always so busy scrolling on our phones and popping on our games and stuff. We never really have a moment of time to sit there and pick up a Bible. Think about that. Let that marinate. Let that sink in, my brothers and sisters. But seriously, like, man, like, we're always so busy picking up these other things. We never have time to pick up a Bible. Like, come on, y'all. Just come on. Let that sink in. Because y'all, like, little do y'all know, like, God is the one thing that really keeps everybody driving. Like, before I started this recording, I even prayed to God and everything. I prayed. Not only, I prayed to numerous of people out there in the world that could probably be going through something right now. And like I say, y'all, I'm a person that believes in, like, God. Like, bro, don't let nobody ever tell you, if you are a religious person, you worship God. Don't let nobody ever tell you, hey, well, I ain't religious. Well, I don't represent. I don't serve nobody. Well, let them be them. They don't want to hear the word of the gospel. They don't. It's evidently they don't want to, be safe. They don't want to hear the word of the gospel. They don't want to hear the word of what God has to preach to them. They don't want that. So I look at it from a standpoint like this, y'all. Just have your best maintained relationship with God. Because I even had to laugh this was. As of lately, I've been having this thing where, oh, I want a girlfriend and all that type of stuff. But I failed to realize the one thing that is a key thing within life and anything in general. If my relationship isn't good with God, how is my relationship with a girl going to be any better? Because y'all also gotta understand, the way you act with God is the way you want to act with a woman is the way you should act with God or any person that you love, for instance. But because like I say, y'all, I've been having that problem where I've been like, oh, I want a girlfriend, I want a girlfriend, I want a girlfriend. But yet I say I want a girlfriend, but how am I supposed to want a girlfriend if I don't sit here and want to show all that stuff with God? Like, show how much I really love and care for God. And you put him first. He's the main dog. He the big dog. He that man. He that ooh. God is just the person that really has saved me throughout all my ups and downs, y'all. And he's made me really see a bit of light as life has went on. And like I said, I mainly have my grandparents to thank for that. My grandparents. May I also say, mainly, God rest my grandfather's soul, and I know he would be looking down upon me right now, just smiling, knowing that I'm doing the right thing. But, anyways, Yeah.